Hey guys, welcome back to Billy Ray Garage. Today's video we are taking the front grille off of the Jeep because it just makes it easier to get the engine out, and it also makes it easier to get the intake and the exhaust off because the power steering pump is connected to the intake. So let's go take a look. I got it currently draining from the radiator so we can get all that good stuff out, but let's go take a look. As you can see, the coolant is starting to come out, and we are taking this whole thing off. So I'm going to start by disconnecting the headlights, getting them out, getting the trims out, and then disconnecting all the little stuff like these little grounds, coolant reservoir, radiator hoses, the air conditioning, which is down here. I never hooked it back up last time, so I haven't had air conditioning in several years. But yeah, this pure power steering bracket is connected to the intake, so stupid design, but they connected the exhaust and the intake to the same bolts, so is what it is. I'm going to handle it. And while we're waiting for it to drain, we'll get the intake out of the way and a couple other things out of the way so that we can make this job a lot easier. So let me get some tools and start taking this stuff off while it drains, and then we'll move on to this girl. Alright guys, real quick, this is why you don't let your truck sit or vehicle sit, because I had a beehive in there and I almost got murdered by, you can't see him, but yeah, let's see if I get some light in there. There he is. Boop. Yeah, he tried killing me, but he went back to his hive and I murdered him. So don't let your cars sit because you get beehives. Or in one case, I had a mouse living above my fuel tank because I let it sit too long. So don't let your vehicles sit. All right guys, I got the bezel out for the headlights. I don't know what it is on the stock, but I think it might be a Phillips head, but these are a T15 Torx. So there's 3 of them, boop, boop, boop. And we'll start backing them out, get the trim out. Hopefully there's no beehives back here like the last one. Gets a little stuck, but that's okay. And no beehives, so success. Okay, I don't know if the sun's helping at all, but you can see this one up here. Same thing, T15 Torx. Removes the ring, there's 4 of them. And then the headlight will pull out and we can unplug it. Sometimes you get away with 3 and just pull this out, which is what I'm doing right now. And then the headlight just plugs in. There's no tab or anything. You just pull and it's out. Just like that. If you're replacing headlights, just do it that way. But I'm taking everything out, so out comes this guy. And then you got your ring. Ring is free. Now real quick, if your adjusters are screwed up, you have to take them off from the back. These are 8mm. There's 3 of them. There's 1 down there. It's a 4 to get to, so I'm leaving it in for now. And then we'll go on to the next thing after that drains. So probably gonna remove these little brackets that shoot across. We'll get them out of the way. We're gonna get the intake out of the way and start working on some of that stuff while we wait for it to drain. All right guys, ended up having to take the headlight adjuster out right there. Just these 3 little 8mm nuts holding it in, pops right out, comes out the front. Boop. So I had to disconnect the wiring harness and oopsies. Yeah, I forgot you got to pull it all the way through the front and out here and out over here so that we can freely get the front grille off. So there's a little rubber air diverter here. You can just pull that back. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, just fish the wiring harness through. And there's a couple of these little zip tie plug things. I believe one was here, here, and it might have been here. Just push them down, it'll come out. And I also took the adjuster out on this side to do the same thing. So I'm gonna fish it out, get it out, and feed it out through that hole. And I think we got another spot there. All right, let me fish this thing out. And now we can do the same thing on this side. You can actually pry this thing out, get more of an opening, and then start pulling. And voila. Let's take this out of here. And there's our dopey lighting harness. Okay, that's out. Alright guys, quick recap of what I did. Took the wiring harness from this side for the lights, the side markers, the headlights, shifted it all over here, and then it's sitting here now. A couple grounds you have to take off, 10mm bolts right here. So there's one on this side and one right there. Took that off. Radiator hoses are off, the bottom is off, intake is off, battery is out. Another bee died in the process because he came back for his hive. And all we have standing between us and this radiator coming off is 5 bolts here. There's 3 down here, 2 there, 13mm inside the wheel well, and same thing on this side. And then underneath, just that big boy. That's the only thing holding this on right now. Oh, and also one other thing before I forget, AC lines are disconnected. Those were 13mm nuts and stud, whatever, came out.
Come back here, you!
Now, as I stated earlier, I never refilled the AC unit after I reinstalled everything from the last time I did this job, so I didn't have air conditioning in the past 7-8 years. Be responsible. Don't let it go to the atmosphere. Wink, wink. Move that out of the way, and then we'll get these couple bolts taken out. Alright guys, I lied. There's 6. There's 3 here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 up here. Take them out to disconnect the bumper from this side. We'll leave the center one for now. So we'll take these 12 out, the 6 on this side, 6 on the other side, and then we'll work on the middle one, get this whole grill off, and then that'll probably wrap this video up. There's always one. And there's always got to be 2. Come on, motherfucker. Always got to be 2.
2 days later.
Yay, finally. Alright, I'm going to take out the 6 on the other side, and then we'll work on the middle one. We'll get this whole thing off. Alright guys, last bolt. 16mm. Grab this, and I should be able to do this. Our big guy. That's stuck. Alright, now we should just be able to pick it up and rock it and get it out. And we'll keep this here to drain in case we need it. So here we go. We're disconnected, we're disconnected. Just gonna lift up a little bit. And we'll drain the rest of this. And I'm gonna attack my bee.
Don't with us, or we'll sting you all at once and kill you.
No. Alright, we got this out. And there we have it. Ugh. That was a pain in the dick. Alright guys, there you have it. That's how you remove the front grille from your Jeep Wrangler. Now you may be wondering, why am I doing this? Well, one, it's easy to take the engine out and take all the accessories off so that I can pull the engine and get to the intake and the exhaust and all that fun stuff. Another reason why you want to do it, I'm rusting, so this is going to come off at some point while the frame is off. Gonna get a new one. Might as well do the other side too, because who knows if that's going to rot out on me. So yeah, next video, gonna be taking a bunch of this shit off, The fan's probably gonna stay on. We'll see. And get the exhaust off, and maybe the fuel tank and skid plate while we're at it. So until then, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal, and I will see you guys in the next one.